Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm finally reviewing a watch I've had my eye on for a long time, the Squale 1521 50 Atmos in black. This is a legendary dive watch with a heritage that goes way back, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on one. In this video, I'll take you through the design, wearability, build quality, and my overall experience after months of use. Is this Squale the perfect everyday diver? Let's find out. At last, I finally got my hands on a Squale 1521. The seller mentioned a scratch on the crystal, but unless I catch it in just the right lighting, it's practically invisible. So I didn't hesitate and bought it. Knowing Squale's reputation for quality dive watches, I figured a minor scratch, one I could barely see, was a small price to pay for owning this iconic piece. Before diving into the review, let's take a quick look at Squale's rich history. Founded in 1959 by Charles von Buren in Switzerland, Squale started as a manufacturer of high-quality dive watch cases for other brands, including Blancpain, Heuer, and Doxa, before eventually producing watches under its own name. Their expertise in waterproofing and precision engineering made them a go-to choice for serious divers and professionals. By the 1970s, Squale had established itself as a brand producing complete watches under its own name, earning a strong reputation in the diving community. Squale's logo, a stylized shark, symbolizes its deep connection to the sea. The name itself means shark in French, reinforcing the brand's commitment to making robust and reliable dive watches. Over the decades, Squale watches have been used by military units and professional divers, further cementing their status as a serious tool watch manufacturer. When I first picked up the Squale 1521 50 Atmos in black, I had high expectations. Squale has a rich history in dive watches, and the 1521 is often regarded as their flagship model. I wanted something that balanced vintage aesthetics with modern reliability, a tool watch that didn't feel like just another generic diver. After a few months of wearing it, here's what I found. The all-black dial with a matte finish is understated but elegant. It doesn't shout for attention, but there's a quiet confidence in its simplicity. The polished case adds a touch of refinement, contrasting well against the tool-like functionality of the watch. The 42mm case diameter might sound large on paper, but the slim profile of 13mm and short sloping lugs make it wear comfortably as they angle down to hug the wrist, making the watch feel smaller and more ergonomic, even on my smaller wrist. It's one of those watches that disappears on your wrist until you need it. No unnecessary bulk or heft. The case finishing is excellent for the price point. The polished and brushed surfaces are executed with precision, giving the watch a premium feel. The signature Squale case design, with its curved sides and lack of crown guards, gives it a unique identity compared to other dive watches. The polished and brushed surfaces are executed with precision, and it genuinely feels like a premium piece. The 120-click unidirectional bezel has a smooth and precise action with no noticeable backplay, ensuring accurate timing. Each click feels solid and well-defined, giving a reassuring mechanical feedback when rotating. The coin edge grip, while visually appealing, could be a bit more aggressive for easier operation, especially with wet or gloved hands. The aluminum insert complements the watch's vintage-inspired design, though a sapphire or ceramic option would have added extra durability. Still, it feels solid and aligns perfectly, something not all divers in this price range manage. It was about $700 when I got it. One of my favorite aspects of the Squale 1521 is its dial, hands, and overall color combination. The black matte dial provides excellent contrast against the white hour markers and hands, ensuring optimal legibility. The broad, sword-style hands are well-proportioned and easy to read at a glance, while the bright orange minute hand adds a pop of color that enhances both visibility and style. The applied indices, filled with superluminova, glow like a torch in low light, making it highly functional for diving or nighttime wear. Inside, it houses the tried and true Sellita SU201 automatic movement. It's reliable, easy to service, and has kept excellent time in my experience, around 0.5 seconds per day. The 38-hour power reserve is on the shorter side, but unless you're switching watches daily, it's a non-issue. The screw-down crown is positioned at 4 o'clock, which helps with comfort, but I did notice it can be a bit finicky to grip due to its relatively small size. The watch originally came on a Milanese bracelet, which looked great but didn't feel quite right for this rugged diver. I swapped it for a shark mesh bracelet, more fitting in name and style for a Squale. The shark mesh bracelet not only enhances the overall aesthetic, but also provides a more comfortable and breathable fit, making it a great match for this tool watch. This small change made a big difference in how the watch wears daily. While the Milanese style complements the Squale 1521 by striking a balance between refinement and ruggedness, making it suitable for both casual and formal occasions, it's also easy to swap out for a different look depending on my mood or occasion. Before wrapping up, I have to mention how I first discovered Squale. It was through the Urban Gentry channel, where TGV's passion for the brand and its heritage really stood out. His in-depth discussions about Squale's craftsmanship and history made me appreciate their dive watches even more. And from that moment, I knew I had to own one, and now I do. The Squale 1521 50 Atmos is a no-frills, dependable dive watch with a strong heritage. It's not trying to be a Rolex Submariner or an Omega Seamaster, and that's what makes it great. It embraces its own identity, an honest, well-built tool watch that performs as good as it looks. There are minor quirks, like the small crown and the slightly slippery bezel, but overall, it's a solid watch for anyone looking for a capable, stylish diver without breaking the bank. It's one of those pieces that earns a spot in your collection not because of hype, but because it simply does its job exceptionally well. Now, I'm already looking ahead and saving up for the blue version of this watch. There's something about that deep blue dial that's calling to me, and one day, there will definitely be another Squale video on this channel. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more watch content. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Squale 1521 50 Atmos, or if you have any other dive watch recommendations. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.